And then there were two disappearances. There's been quite a twist in that manhunt or woman hunt for the fugitive who's suspected of shooting dead her boyfriend's secret lover a few weeks ago, and then fleeing to New York and vanishing. Colin Strickland, that boyfriend, a professional cyclist in the center of this murderous love triangle, well, now he himself has fled the state of Texas, supposedly out of fear that he could actually be the next victim. A friend of Colin's is telling the Daily Mail, quote, "None of us can sleep. He is staying out of sight until she's caught. I do know where he is, but I am not mentioning where for his safety. He is not in Texas. He's got completely out of Dodge." Until she's caught could really be a while, because Kaitlin Armstrong, the fugitive yoga instructor turned murder suspect, has been on the run for 2 weeks now. She was last seen on surveillance video at New York's LaGuardia Airport, having flown from Texas on May 14th, which means the search has pretty much been narrowed down to planet Earth. Joining us now is attorney and former Miami-Dade prosecutor Mark Eiglarsh. Mark, you know, I think about Colin Strickland saying he's running and staying under the radar because he fears for his life. And I keep thinking, isn't that what the police are for? When this kind of thing happens, don't they provide protection for people like Colin?
Yeah, in movies. In the real world, when you genuinely fear possible death, you get out of Dodge. And I understand you want him to help police. Maybe a combination of both. Can he help police from whatever location he now exists in?
Yeah. Okay. Well, that maybe he's let them know where he is, but the rest of us know. So a friend of his, the same one who said he'd fled for his safety, his name is David. He didn't want to give his last name. He said this about Kaitlin Armstrong, the fugitive, because he was friends with both Colin and Kaitlin. He said there were zero red flags. She was always such a nice person. He told the Daily Mail, quote, "Before the murder, the person I knew was a really sweet and nice human that was trying to make her dream in this world, whatever that was." And, you know, we always say that an affair is a classic motive for a murder, but prosecutors don't even need to prove motive, but they do need to prove a lot more.
That's correct. So they can never really pinpoint all the time exactly why somebody kills. And again, she's presumed to be innocent. But the fact that there was a love triangle here certainly makes her suspect number one.
So then we decided to look up what flights were out of LaGuardia that night on May 14th, because that's when she's spotted in LaGuardia. And we narrowed down the flights to countries that don't have extradition treaties with the U.S., thinking that might be what she was thinking. She's an educated woman. And this is the list that we came up with that had flights that day and that night out of LaGuardia. Cambodia, Indonesia, the Maldives, Morocco, Nepal, Russia, and Vietnam. And let's just count out Russia for now. But Nepal stood out, and I'll tell you why, Mark, because she's a yoga instructor. And, you know, Nepal is a mecca for people who not only take yoga, but teach yoga. There are yoga retreats. There are yoga instruction courses regularly in Nepal. And it made me wonder if that might not be a place that would be smart to search.
First of all, I am thoroughly impressed at your staff for being able to come up with that, to narrow it down to 7 places that I don't ever want to go to, but maybe that's where she went. If she went to any of those places, this is an enormous problem for law enforcement. They're not going to be able to get her back, most likely.
Literally, without an extradition treaty, that's just it. She can enjoy Everest and yoga and anything else if she's in any one of those countries?
It is extremely likely. The fact that the feds are now picking this up increases the chances that there'll be more resources devoted to it and maybe some ways to get her. But I don't know. If she goes to these places with no extradition at all, that's a problem.
Okay, 20 seconds left. If you're Armstrong's attorney, don't even know if she has one, but if you get a phone call from her, what's your obligation, if anything?
Well, first to ask her, what do you want to do? And if she wants to come in, she thinks she's misunderstood, we make arrangements to have her come in and be heard.
But you can't say anything to the police about her whereabouts?
Absolutely not. Attorney-client privilege. She should be able to have a sacred relationship with me and tell me whatever she wants to without me telling law enforcement.
Well, Mark, this story's not over. The hunt continues 2 weeks now. I'm going to have you back as soon as we do find her and find out what's next for her. Thank you.
Yeah, great work. Your staff did amazing work, by the way.
It's a crack team, I know. Thank you, Mark, and have a good Memorial Day weekend. Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.